If you're a tax and estate planner and you're struggling with growing your business, listen up. This is the video where I'm going to share with you the secret tax and estate planning marketing strategy that has generated over 50 million organic views and over $380,000 in additional revenue for one client in 2023. So in only 9 months. Okay, hello and welcome. I hope you have a wonderful day. Today we're going to spill all the sauce. We're going to reveal the tax and estate planning marketing strategy that got over 50 million views in 2023 and generated an additional 380K and more in revenue. So just a quick word about me. Who am I? My name is Christophe Olivier and I'm the founder and CEO of Christophe Olivier Digital Marketing Agency. It's a marketing agency and consulting services where we focus on helping service-based businesses win with a holistic marketing strategy, right? So we're not just focusing on Facebook ads, we're not just focusing on email marketing, we're not just focusing on sales, we're really trying to create a holistic marketing strategy that is based around short form video content. Why short form video content? Because it's a good way of saturating all of the platform, of being everywhere, of winning organically and with paid advertising, right? So we focus on one modality that can create a holistic strategy. And it's also new and trendy. That means you can get outsized return on your investment. So far, we've created over 65 million views and over 500,000 in additional revenue in the 9 months of 2023. So what is the big problem? What is the problem with tax and estate planning? As you might know, guys, tax and estate planning is kind of a boring subject. And it's not an urgent need, right? You've trying to sell tax and estate planning and people are not just like, they think about it, I can do it tomorrow. It's kind of like selling people the solution to how to quit smoking. When it becomes a problem, most of the time it's too late, right? So you cannot adjust, you cannot do like, hey, I need a tax plan tomorrow, I need an estate plan tomorrow. This is something that takes time to implement. You know that, but the customer doesn't really know that much. So this is why it's a little bit tougher to sell. And also, I've looked through the Facebook ad library. This is not to call anyone out, right? I've just copied a couple of creatives out of the library. A lot of guys are just running this generic creatives. It's so boring. It's so undistinguishable. If I would tell you these are all from different agencies and from different companies, then this could all be from one company as well, right? You couldn't tell the difference. Of course, this is not to call anybody out. This is what the normal lead gen marketing agencies do. This is just very standard practice, but this is just gonna get you in a mud of competitors. People are not gonna be like, hey, I want to work with you because I saw your video, because I identify with your brand, because you're the guy or the girl. It's gonna be more like, what's your price? I'm just gonna check out the competitors as well, like price shopping and comparison. So very hard to get distinguished here. What is the solution? Well, it's very easy. You need to not be boring and you also need to sell and educate at the same time. Why you want to do this? Because this will allow you to become a brand in the space. Branding is super important if you want to distinguish yourself from the competitors, but you also don't want to just brand, right? If you're a brand and if you're not selling, if you're not taking advantage of that brand, then this will not lead to any money. That's why most of the time branding agencies fail or just branding efforts fail, because a brand, the goal of a brand is to make it easier for you to sell your products. So how does that look like, right? This is a perpetual wheel of awesomeness. Is first you start creating educational content, which leads to a branding effect. People recognize you. This leads to cheaper clicks on advertising, cheaper customer acquisition, which makes it easier to sell. Also because people already know you, makes you get more money. And this you will reinvest into educational content, create more branding, make it even easier. So you can go from one thing to the next and just create an everlasting wheel of awesomeness. So what do you need to do to actually get that brand, get that marketing strategy that works so well? So you need to create one valuable piece of educational short form content. I would say content, I write here content, but I would really hammer home that it's short form content. It's what's trending at the moment. It's what the young people are watching. It's what the old people are watching. So you can't really miss with short form content at the moment. And also you can use it in advertising. So it's a multi-purpose channel. You want to base that around the topics of, like estate planning, of the topics that people are asking on Google. You want to answer that question. You want to talk about family. You want to talk about the future. You want to find the winning topics and creatives. And then you want to add one piece of long form educational content, at least. That's at least per week. In the beginning, it's probably going to be 3. You're going to need to create some sales assets like I'm doing right now. And this is also going to be preferably video content. So why video content? Because people can hear you speak, they can watch you move, they can see your face, and this just creates an undeniable bond and brand with yourself, right? So you have to do this at least. I know this sounds like a lot, but it's actually not that much. And once you have this, you need to find the winning topics and creators, right? You need to analyze your own content. You need to find out what are the angles that are working in the tax and estate planning space. Of course, if you want a shortcut, you can always come talk to me. But you want to use those angles in advertising. This is what a lot of people are not doing. A lot of people are just relying on organic or just relying on ads without knowing what the angles are. You want to test the angles. Well, I mean, you can test the angles with ads, but it's way better to test the angles organically because the feedback is going to be better. And then you want to use that in your advertising strategy. This is what a winning funnel looks like. We want to post educational short form videos. We want to turn those videos into ads. We want to get them more educational content in terms of long form video content. We want them to get a book a call. For those who don't book a call, we want to follow up with even more educational content, right? So education is key here. So what are the results if you implement this correctly? So far in this space, it's been over 50 million organic views, no paid. That's been 9 months from January to September. You can see a little bit of we've posted less videos in September, but over 50 million organic views. If you would have paid for that traffic, that's over $50,000 worth of traffic, if not more. We collected over 300,000 followers with the other platforms together. And especially, this is especially important, we've created a brand and an advertising strategy that nobody can compete with, because nobody can compete with you. Once you build a brand and you have that advertising strategy behind it, nobody can compete because it's you, right? Like nobody can be better at being you than you. And this created over 380,000 in additional revenue. So what was the total amount of work per week, right? You would say like, oh, this sounds like a lot of work. No, it's actually not that much. You just need 1 hour of scripting because you want to know what you're saying. If people are better on camera, you don't need that much scripting. And I guess it's about 2 hours of filming, depending on how fast you are. Normally, it takes me about 1 hour of filming. Let's say it's 2. And like I said, you have to do this for at least 3 months to create one valuable piece of educational content every day. Think about when you don't know what topics to talk about. Think about what questions people are asking. Take a little bit of a step back. Don't just talk lawyer talk. Don't just talk super specific. Think how you can explain that to the average man or woman on the street. And the same about your long form topic. What are people searching on Google? What are people talking about? And how you can express that into video. So think also you need the right short form video structure. I've made YouTube videos about this, so go to my YouTube channel. I'm going to put a link also as well on top where you can check out those videos. You need the right topics and creatives. If you want a shortcut to that, book a 20-minute call with me. I can walk you through the right, what you need to be doing. And you need the right holistic marketing approach. It's not just about Facebook ads. It's not just about short form video content. It's not just about YouTube. It's about how you combine those pieces in the right order. You want a way to generate attention. You want a way to own the attention. You want a way to educate your people, and you want to convert them on sales calls or mass conversion mechanisms. Like I said, if you want a shortcut for this strategy, if you want the right topics served to you, then book a free 20-minute call with me where I can walk you through step by step of how you can actually implement that strategy for yourself, easy and fast, or how we could help you implement that strategy. So one more time, book a free 20-minute call. The link is in the description below. And otherwise, if you have any questions, always feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to answer questions to those topics. And I wish you a very wonderful day. Thank you so much, and goodbye.